everyone. Thanks again for tuning into Sim's Workshop. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Today we are going to be discussing Drawing Outside the Lines by Susan Austen. This is a Julia Morgan novel. In case you are unaware, as I was, Julia Morgan is a very prolific 19th century, early 20th century architect. And she was really the first woman in her field. This is a juvenile fiction book. It is a fictional biography of Julia Morgan, because clearly we don't know exactly if the events in this book happened the way that Austen is doing them. However, you can clearly see, because I did my own research after I was done reading this book, and I love that. I love when books encourage me to do more research. You know, I'm in my 30s. I'm turning 32 later this month, and you can never stop learning. So that's why I never shy away from reading juvenile books, because you can learn something. Just because it's outside your age group, quote unquote, you can still learn something. And I learned something new. You know, I learned that Julia Morgan was the very first female architect in her field, because there were a lot of boundaries. She really wanted to be in engineering, so she was an engineering architect, and in a way she was just fascinated with it. And I liked the way that Austen told the story, starting from when she was a child growing up in Oakland, California, to this woman who, you know, went to college and she majored in this degree. And then not only that, she broke barriers. She was the first woman to be accepted to an all-male school in France so that she could get her architecture degree. And that was really quite incredible. I mean, this is a woman that drew outside the lines, you know, and drew outside the lines of society. And by doing that, by pushing against boundaries, by not saying no to her dreams, she was able to continue pushing forward to make her dreams a reality. And I think that that's really, really quite beautiful. I will say it was a little bit of a slow read for me, but I do think this is the type of book to give young girls, for sure. If you have a young girl who's, you know, doubting herself, and you can see it, or even if she's not doubting herself, you know, just give this book to any young lady to read and be like, look, here you go. Anything you want, you can make possible, as long as you keep pursuing it. You know, her dreams changed too, and it's okay for your dreams to change. You can see how Austen was able to showcase how Morgan's dreams changed from what she wanted when she was a child to what she grew up to be. And her dreams changed because she began to broaden her horizons. You know, she grew up, she had more experiences. And it's okay for your dreams to change. I tell this to my friend Gina all the time. I'm like, it's all right for your dreams to change. Like, it's okay. Sometimes the things we want as kids aren't the things that we thought we wanted. And that's perfectly all right. There's nothing wrong with your dreams changing. So I think it's a slow read, like I said. It's not very dense, but it does go through her entire life, starting from when she was 11 to following her, you know, through grade school, through high school, through college. And it's just a few instances here and there. It's not like this long book. It's only like 250 pages. So it's short bursts. You know, you're really just going through Morgan's life in short, quick bursts. But there's a lot of exposition, and you see how Morgan kind of grew into the woman that she was, and all the resistance she had to deal with. But that, I think women nowadays still have to contend with. You know, there's still lots of barriers. There's still lots of glass ceilings that have to be shattered. But you're seeing just how different and how more restricted it was back then to now, and to see her persevere through all that and shine, I think was really, really good. So, this was a really good book. I do have to give it 3 out of 5 stars, but I do highly recommend it to any parent, as I am a parent. Any parent with a young daughter, definitely give them this book, or you know what, not even just your young daughter, give it to any child. You can never start teaching equality. There's no set age for it, the earlier the better, because children are super impressionable. So just give it to your children to read. Highly recommend. Anyone who's interested in early 19th century historical fiction, women who broke boundaries, and architecture. I mean, these are all really good topics for young kids. So yeah, 3 out of 5 stars. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will of course include links in the description below on where you can purchase. And on that note, I hope you all will continue to support me here by liking the podcast, subscribing to it, and sharing it with all your book loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me Coffee, Patreon, or by purchasing any of my handmade candles. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.